Good morning. I am Lena E. Welcome back to my channel. I know it's been a while since I made a video, but I've been going through a few rough things. For one, if you've been following my videos that I've been making of my mother, she transitioned. She passed away on the 6th of February. And it's been pretty rough. There's a void there, and it's just been unreal. So one of the hardest things that I had to do was plan her funeral. So everything was pre-planned, but there's still a few things that I did do in the end, and it kind of it went smoothly. But it's just the fact that every time I had to make a decision, it was like her passing all over again, and I had to write her obituary, which was one of the hardest things that I had to write. So yesterday marked 1 month that she's been gone, and it's been pretty rough. It's been pretty rough. So with all of that, I've been trying to keep up my grades in school, trying to continue to be, a mother, live life, and I just haven't had that time to really get it all out. Yeah, it's been really rough because I've been on the go constantly, because life does not stop for me. So anyway, the day that she passed, well, at the end of her life, she was in hospice, of course, and we had to put her in a nursing home. And she was there for 2 months. Yeah, about 2 months. So it was just heartbreaking, to go see her in that position. And I couldn't care for her at home, which, was a hard decision to put her in there. And I tried all I could to get her to come live with me, but she still wanted to keep her independence by staying at home. And then I signed up for school, so I was like, okay, well, I'm gonna go back to school. And then when it was time for me, when I had gotten back in school, she had decided she wanted to come to my house. And then it was like, oh man, I can't, I've already set up my life. And it was a very hard decision, and I couldn't, take care of her at my house. So that's how she ended up in a facility. And they could, better care for her because she needed around-the-clock care. And to see such a vibrant woman dwindle down to this frail individual. And it's really, really hard, but I'm just glad that she is not in pain anymore. She passed from cancer, and yeah, so she's not in pain. I remember one day I was holding her. She was crying in my arms. We was laying on her bed, and I was holding her. And she was begging God to take her life because she said she was tired of being in pain. It was still a little warm outside then, but just to hear her say all of that, and like, don't get me wrong, she still kept her faith in the end. She was still, in her up moments, she would preach at any time. She would also cuss you out. But, just her faith alone was amazing. She stayed faithful to the end. And she had her, like I said, she had her ups and downs, as would anybody in that situation. But yeah, she's transitioned, and it's been so rough. It's been really rough. So when your loved one transition, Centera Hospice, they provide these groups, these support groups, and I definitely am going to look into that because it's really rough. It's really rough. And I loved my mom, and to see how this affects my father as well. When they give the family something, there are 2 minutes, if family and friends, if you want to say something. My dad was simple and straight to the point. He shared a few words, and then he said, I loved her then, and I love her now. And I am truly grateful for how he had taken care of my mother, so it's a hard hit for the family. Regardless of everything that went on in life, it's still a hard hit for the family because she was definitely the glue. But yeah, so my mother has transitioned, and yesterday marked 1 month. So I appreciate everyone who supported us, everyone who shared their love, support, prayers, all of that. So I do appreciate it, my family and I. And her repast was looked like a sweet 16. My brother, he came through. He really, in such a short time, he planned her repast, and it looked like a sweet 16. And she was determined that she wanted sky blue dress, and her pearls when she, at the end, and she requested to be cremated. So, yeah, she had her sky blue dress, her pearls, and of course I matched her on the day of the funeral. And my brother, when he did her repast, like I said, which looked like a sweet 16, it was really nice. It was really, really nice. Yeah, it was really beautiful. And it was blue everywhere. Her pictures was all over the place. He did a whole banner, and we did all of this. I planned the funeral, and we had the funeral, the repast, all of that. She passed away on the 6th of February, and we had her funeral on the 11th of February. So, yeah, everything was quick, and it went smoothly. Everything went well. But yeah, it's definitely a sting. It's definitely a sting. But I appreciate you all that still support my channel, that still purchases my books, that support my business, that cheer me on. I may not see you all the time, and I may not be able to get a one-on-one with you, but I really do appreciate you all, and thank you from the bottom of my heart. Thank you.